Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. So what we have here is another take on a card we've already featured, Solemnity, but I wanted to kind of build a version of this pretty quick, just kind of knock it out of the park first, and then maybe we'll come back to another version of this later on. But I do want to highlight one of the main card combos that a lot of people are really looking into and thought about before Amonkhet Remastered was even put out on Arena. So, all right, but real quick, before we hop into today's deck, just want to remind everybody to go ahead. If you enjoy the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and also check out all the cool links and join the Discord as well. So, all right, so let's hop right into today's deck. We're calling it Solemn Lives. And again, this is going to be comboing with Solemnity, which says players and permanents other than planeswalkers can't get counters. So basically, players and artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and lands can't get counters. 9 lives is an enchantment. Anytime damage is prevented by a source to us, this gets a counter for each source. And then if there are 9 counters or more, this gets exiled, and whenever this card leaves the game, we lose the game. So again, we're going to be preventing damage. Solemnity is going to be preventing the counters that go on 9 lives, and we're just going to be preventing all of the damage to us for the rest of the game. So I do want to highlight a couple of other cards that are in this that don't really interact that well with it. So we have Burton. This is a saga. These are chapter counters that this gets. So when it comes into play, it gets the first counter, then the next turn it gets the second, then the next turn it gets the third counter. So again, if Solemnity is in play, we're not going to get any benefit from Birth of Melodis. The same goes for Mazemind Tome. With Mazemind Tome, the way costs work on any card in Magic is you have to pay all of the cost, which is everything before the colon, which is after the word tome. So basically, tap, and I'm just reading the first ability. So tap, put a page counter on Mazemind Tome. Those are the cost, and then the payoff is scry 1. And then the same for the next line. Pay 2 mana, tap it, put a page counter on Mazemind Tome, and then you get to draw a card. So since Solemnity is preventing counters from being put on this card, we're not going to be able to benefit from using this. But again, this is really just used because it's two colorless, it's real cheap, and it helps us search to get our combo really, really quickly. And then once we get our combo of the 9 lives and the Solemnity, we don't really need this anymore. So before we go into the rest of the cards in the deck, I do want to let you guys know this is the first time we've ever changed our deck in the middle of a run. So we actually came back and we had to re-record the intro because we changed 2 cards. We changed 2 cards because, again, the interaction with Solemnity, it was kind of stupid, and it was really our fault for even putting them in there. Even knowing at the time that this interaction happens, but not really thinking about it at the same time. So we had a couple of Elspeth Conquers Deaths in here, which again is a saga, which does not interact at all when you have Solemnity in play, so it's just a dead card. So in the first 2 games, you're going to probably see us make a couple of mistakes and play some Elspeth Conquers Deaths with Solemnity in play, and then not get any benefit out of them. So after those 2 games, and a little bit of a spoiler, we do actually win those 2 games, which is, makes it a little even more strange that we came back and changed our deck because we still were winning. But I want our deck to be a little bit quicker and a little more interactive. So what we did is we took out the 2 Elspeth Conquers Deaths, we added 1 more Gideon's Intervention, and we added the 3rd Chandra. So those really the only changes that we made. So other than that, we are playing 3 copies of Revitalize. Again, this is a draw card, and it's a gain 3 life. This is good against aggro-based decks. We have a couple copies of Abrade. I've been seeing a lot of God Pharaoh's Gifts around. Plus, this is also good against aggro. 4 copies of Banishing Light. 2 copies of Idyllic Tutor. This is going to let us search out, extra enchantments, the combo pieces that are missing, removal spells that we have. 3 copies of Solemnity, 4 copies of 9 lives, 3 copies of Deafening Clarion, again, a good sweeper for aggro decks. We have 1 copy of Ixalan's Binding. We have 2 copies of Gideon's Intervention. So this actually prevents damage from a source of the chosen name, because you choose a name when it comes into play. But it also says they can't cast spells of the card. So you don't even have to pick a card that deals damage. You could pick, Teferi or Ugin or, Ulamog, and they would not be able to cast it. So that's good to know. 4 copies of Wrath of God, 3 copies of Chandra. Again, mass removal, and this is our win condition, just adding counters and just getting in there. And then we have 24 land to round it out. No sideboard again, best of 1. So this is the deck. Again, sorry that we made a slight change, but hey, we did win those 2 games, but we wanted the games to be a little faster and a little more interactive. So, all right, so enjoy the games. We'll see you guys at the wrap up, and we will talk to you then. All right, well, time for some Solemn lives. Figure we want to just go ahead and knock out another 9 lives or Solemnity based deck. We have Solemnity. All we need is 9 lives. I think we're going to keep this. So Solemnity and Maze Mind Tome don't work together. Anointer Priest. Oh, another. Alright, let's go look for a land. There we go. Alright, well, we definitely need land to be productive. We're just gonna draw. We're not gonna drop Solemnity right now. Okay, well. I think we are just going to keep drawing. We really don't have a need to really go after anything right now. There's nothing. We don't need to just kill an Anointer Priest because I can just replay it. Okay, so now we can actually. I think we're gonna draw. We're gonna play a Solemnity because we want to see if they try to answer Solemnity. We are going to discard. Kind of want to discard a Braid. I'll just discard. We'll just discard the land. All right, let's go ahead and go grab another mountain because we only have 1 other mountain left anyway. We want to keep the plains in here for the births. All right, we're just gonna end the turn here. I really don't understand what they're doing. Oh, you're just marching? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You did it. You gained 4. Living the dream. I'm just gonna hover over so they think we're thinking about casting something, and then we'll take 8. All right, so we're gonna Wrath. Well, so again, this is a Nombo. I'm actually gonna put this out to show you. So now Solemnity is gonna like trigger for the rest of the game. Like anytime we play a land, I think, or do anything. Yeah. Anytime now there's any kind of action. And we can't even click on it. So. All right, well. See, we didn't even do anything in Solemnity's triggering, so. Really, I just don't want to do that right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and kill this. We were probably gonna discard that anyway, so. Okay, Legion's Landing. We're actually going to get rid of this Legion's Landing because we don't want it to actually flip. Oh man, and that noise every turn is going to get super annoying. All right. I don't really want to thin the deck yet. Let's put that to the bottom. And let's... I feel like I'm more concerned with a... Alright, what do we got in the graveyard? Nothing that we're going to be getting back. Oh, well. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. We just got trolled by our own card. Okay. So, let's just go ahead and do this. There's just so many things happening right now. No, we don't really want that. So I guess the one way they actually do get us pretty good is if they were to build up an actual pretty big board state and then swing in with a whole bunch and get rid of our Solemnity. So... Okay, well, I mean... I'm not sure if they realize how this is going to work. So now Elspeth Conquers Death's going to trigger. And... we won't do anything yet. We're really just looking for an ideal place to Wrath of God. now might... We just drew one, so might as well. I really want to turn off this, so I know we're not going to get anything from this. We're going to play it just to play it. Because if they get rid of our Solemnity again... Alright, well, we really want to get to Chandra. Chandra. Where are you at? Where you at, girl? Oh my god, there's so many sound effects coming at us. Oh man. There we go.
Anyone who stands in my way is getting just let's get toasty.
So we might be seeing a march here. March for 10. There's no way to keep this alive at all. I only heard 4 hits. Come on. Come on. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and play out this other Solemnity. There we go. There we go. That's how we roll it. That was crazy. I don't understand. So let's get to the next game. All right, everybody, make sure you're hydrating. So I do want to point out that the polarity of how much this deck kind of screws itself is kind of meme worthy, and we did design it that way. We're just kind of wanting to drop our combo and just be done. Okay, that is essentially what we're looking to do. Drop our combo, be done, power up Chandra, and the end. Alright, well, we're going to draw a card first. So I think this is going to be a deck that we're going to have a problem with because of the fact that they're going to be able to get to Ugin. And, I mean, it's just going to be Ugin -3, game over. But we're going to give it a shot. We really have to draw our one Gideon's Intervention before they get to Ugin mana. A little awkward over there, isn't it? You don't get counters. I don't really feel like there's a need to drop a 9 lives yet. Well, alright, well, we're stuck on mana, and that is not good. So this person might not be playing Ugin. I don't know if the Mirari Conjecture decks do actually play Ugin in their deck. Or Ulamog, I mean. Sorry. Or whichever one it is. It's Ugin. So... this is scary. Oh, Genesis Ultimatum is a little scary. Oh, Primal Amulet. Interesting. I like it, I like it. But too bad you're not gonna do it. You're just gonna make everything cheaper. I mean, might as well, right? I'm aware. I know you hovered over Solemnity, but I'm aware. We just don't want your spells to be cheaper. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and come in here and get an Ixalan's Binding. I really wish there was a way to actually put cards back into our library with this deck. I'm really contemplating editing this deck in the middle of the run just to get rid of the Elspeth Conquers Deaths. I don't really feel like we need them. How many cards they have left? 28, huh? Alright, do it to it.
I'm Sean. The immolation. Hope it's not too hot for you.
They have a lot of mana. They have 14 lands in play, and we have 6. Magic is fair like that, right? Hey, Jinx, what are you doing? I think they're trying to figure out the Planeswalker interaction. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's pretty good. Growth Spiral? Very weird. No land, huh? No land. So... we could land an Elspeth Conquers Death.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
I didn't want to play the Ixalan's binding on their Banishing Light, which was just a token, because then they still have full reign to actually cast whatever they want. So it is good, though, that we do know that they're playing the blue Mythos, because they're going to be able to do some pretty crazy stuff. Jinx! Just go around the window. Just go around. Okay. Oh my god, Jinx. She's gonna break the freaking blinds. Go around, not through. Alright, they're opting. Another Mirari Conjecture, probably for an opt. Or another Growth Spiral. Okay, a Shock. So I think they're trying to set up for a win here. Okay, so we're probably going to see Uro. Yeah. So I don't feel like we actually care about Uro right now.
No pressure.
This game's still very easily lost. I have 17 lands in play. They're going to be a very land-heavy deck, so...
What a warm reception.
Okay, 1,000-Year Storm. And then they're going to shock Chandra. That's fine. And then we'll take 2 from the extra shock. Yep.
I can always do better next time.
They have no land in their hand. Primal Amulet again. Don't really care about that. Ixalan's Binding. How many cards do they have left? 17. Alright, let's drop another Solemnity. And then I think we have to Binding the 1,000-Year Storm. This is kind of interesting, because I don't think they're actually playing Ugin or anything like that. They're looking for something. I think they're trying to hit another Mythos. So... we're just going to take this Banishing Light. We Wrath? Yeah, let's just Wrath. Okay. Wow. 3 non-land, non... So we probably have at least 1 Mythos. Maybe another Mirari's Conjecture. Maybe the last Genesis Ultimatum. So they're down to 6 cards. So I mean, I am very concerned. Don't get me wrong. You're down to 5 cards, 4 after they attack. So they can 1,000-Year Storm and still kill us. Like, this is still a thing that could happen. Because what they would do is they would 1,000-Year Storm, play probably a couple of spells that don't really do anything. Play the blue Mythos, copy our removal spells, get rid of our Solemnities, and then shock us out. Like 9 copies of shock. Something along those lines. We're down to 4 cards. Oh, and they quit. Alright. Well, good deal, good deal. Alright, so after that last game, we did go in. We did take out the 2 Elspeth Conqueror's Deaths. We just moved a couple of cards around. So it's very slightly different. I do know that, you know, some of these cards still don't interact well with the Solemnity. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want another Sacred Foundry. Oh, so we're just playing against just flat out merfolk. Silvergill. This will give us a blocker. Hopefully they tap out so we can Deafening Clarion them. Like maybe they'll go the Kumena Speaker and the Lord. Okay. So I'm not actually going to play anything here. So they get in for 5, we're at 9. What would I rather get countered? They didn't have a counter. Oh my god, they did not have a counter there. Now this is gonna prompt them to... Oh yeah, this game. I think this game's over. That prompted them to... They had to overcommit. And now we wipe their board, and then they probably scoop. Okay, Benthic. They know we have this. We're just going to play this. And we're going to plus.
No pressure.
Collected company is actually pretty good for them. Tap, tap. So the real question is, where do they go? Do they go after us? Or do they go after Chandra? So we're going to... Yeah, I think... Okay, so this works. So we are... Oh. That's actually pretty good. So we're going to minus 2? I mean, we don't have to. We just need to... We just get -3 on the other Chandra.
Utterly is the best way to describe it.
Yep. I figured that would be a scoop. But, wow. Good game. Good game. I do feel like, though, at any time we could have just dropped a Solemnity against them and probably won. I mean, we didn't draw one, but if we would have drawn one, I feel like that would have just ended the game as well. Grunbull. All right, what do we got? We're pretty close to getting what we need. Temple of Malady. Don't really want another land here. Another temple. Are we going to draw another temple? That would be kind of fitting. What are you? When it dies, -1/-1. Okay. Nest of Scarabs. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to grab Solemnity. Solemnity is going to turn off probably a good portion of their deck, because it looks like they're trying to put -1 counters on things. So... they might be thinking about how they can make the most of their one turn with counters. Yep. They definitely were. So what we're gonna do instead this turn, we're gonna go in Wrath. We're gonna start them over. Okay. All right, perfect. So we get a Solemnity in play. Then next turn we get a 9 lives. And I actually feel like we probably just play a Chandra.
I know who I am, and no one is. Let's get.
So if they want to go after the Chandra here, they're just basically negating the 2 counters that we're putting on it every turn to deal extra damage to them. So, I mean, that's actually pretty good. Them having a 2-mana 4/4. So, alright, so we are going to go ahead and Banishing Light the Exemplar. We're going to plus, and we are going to throw down a 9 lives. Okay. Right, definitely take a free. We're gonna play that tapped. What a good draw. Wow, we're just drawing all of the.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
I feel like Chandra is making fun of us whenever we say, "Oh, it looks like someone's getting a little sweaty," because we're actually trying to win. But it's funny. I know a lot of young kids nowadays call people who try hard, like they tell them they get sweaty whenever they're trying to win. So we are. I mean, we're just doing the thing over here. Don't mind us. Alright, well, this is your last turn unless you gain life. Good game. So I feel like the quality of those last two decks that we played against, and nothing against them at all, because they could just be new players who are just still trying to ramp up their collections. But I feel like by taking out those two Elspeth Conqueror's deaths, we're getting paired against decks that are not as powerful. And I mean, watch, you know, we say that now, and then watch us probably get steamrolled. But if this is like a Goblin deck, I mean, I would love to go against a Goblin deck and just go turn 3 Solemnity, turn 4 9 lives. We're gonna keep. Ooh, elves, okay. Elves, huh? Alright. Play this out for a plains. Marauding Raptor. I don't like where this is going. So let's see. Oh, is that it? They might concede on the back of this Deafening Clarion. I mean, they do have a Nylea in play. Oh, man. This makes stuff cast... Oh, man. We just missed that. Holy. Holy damage. Holy damage. Alright. Let's get back to it. Good game. Yep. So, Questing Beast is a card that gets around 9 lives. So, this says, you know, whenever a source would deal damage, you prevent that damage. And everybody forgets about Questing Beast because it has a million lines of text, and it says, combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. So, Yeah, so this combo does not work, but that's all we could have done. I mean, we had no other way to get rid of this questing beast once he played it, so that is an unfortunate matching. And I told you guys we'd get stomped. So we did. Yep. We got stomped by the old questy beast. Opponent goes first. We're gonna mulligan this. This is not a great hand. This is also not. I think we have to keep this though. Oh, load. Alright. So are we playing against merfolk or enchantments? Merfolk. Gotcha. I mean, we're just gonna try to minimize the bleeding. Get rid of their lords. 4 damage, or... They conceded on a Maze Mine tome? Like, that's just a tome to draw cards. Okay, alright. Oh, probably because they forgot to attack, I guess? I don't know. Alright, well. Count it. Mark the notch on the win column. Alright, heading into the final boss. And... Badger End. Or Badge Rend. So, I guess we keep this. This is an okay hand. Not the best hand, but it's an okay hand. Do we want another land? No. We have a birth. We don't really need another land. So I feel like this is a deck we haven't seen in a while. Just green-white enchantments. So, Selesnya enchantments. So if they tap out, I mean, we get them pretty good. And how crazy would a... I think we have to kill this, right? Or get rid of it, I mean. I don't want them drawing a million cards. And they were tapped out, so... Oh my god, that thing is huge. So, I mean, I guess 9 lives is pretty good here. A Wrath there would have been really good too. I don't know if they have a way around this. I'm imagining they can draw cards and draw cards until they probably find an answer. Yep, nothing's gonna happen. You do have all of the damage on the board, though, so we're going to reset that. Perfect. Well, Badger End. It was a good game, well played. Fortunately, it worked out for us. And yeah, so let's talk about this deck some. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we had a lot of fun with this deck. This deck worked really well. It worked a lot better after the changes that we made. That we had to go back and refilm the intro, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the deck actually did get a lot faster. It was a lot more interactive without the Elspeth Conquers Deaths, and we managed to go 6-1. So we lost to Questing Beast. Again, the interaction with Questing Beast saying attacking creatures' damage can't be prevented. It's another one of many lines on the Questing Beast text that everybody forgets about. It's, you know, Questing Beast is probably one of the dumbest cards that's ever been printed in Magic. It has so many abilities that you always forget that it has those abilities. So it was still cool to play against it and actually, you know, get to highlight that, and people get to actually see, okay, there are ways to beat this deck. Because again, 9 lives is hard to get rid of because it does have hexproof, and this is not the end-all be-all combo. You know, if you have Solemnity and 9 lives in play, there are a few cards that say destroy all enchantments that are in play, destroy all non-land permanents that are in play. There's ways to get people to sacrifice things. There are just a lot of different ways to get rid of one or more pieces here. Again, Ugin is another one. Ulamog can hit Solemnity. Yeah, and also Ugin in itself, or I'm sorry, Ulamog, when it attacks, we're still going to be milling, so we can still lose the game that way. We may not take that 10 damage from that attack, but, you know, luckily we were able to dodge those cards. But, I mean, this deck and this combo itself, I don't really feel like it's ever going to be very prevalent. It's not going to be very good in Historic, competitive-wise. It's definitely fun, and it's still very hard to deal with, don't get me wrong. But if you're trying to take this into a very, very competitive type tournament, you may not do as well as you think you're going to do, because again, there are many ways to get around this combo. So take that as you will. But I really do hope you enjoyed this deck. You know, and I do apologize for, you know, coming back to a card that we just filmed on day 1 of Amonkhet, but I wanted to really get this out of the way, because this is the card that everybody was just like, okay, well, Solemnity is getting reprinted. How can we break Solemnity? Oh, well, we can Solemnity 9 lives and just get somebody good with it. So but yeah, we'll definitely come back to this. We'll probably come back to a different version, maybe not Boros like this is, you know, maybe Selesnya or Orzhov or Azorius, or you know, just any other color combination. So we don't know. We'll just have to find out in the future whenever the time comes for another 9 lives lesson. So all right, but if you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. Please check out all of the links below if you don't mind. Each and every one of them, especially the Discord link. I love to see new people joining every day. It's really amazing. The community is growing. We have a lot of fun talking with each other, going over crazy deck ideas. You know, friends are being made every day, so it's really great. And then as well, check out or leave a comment down below of what you'd want to see in a future video. So that's always super important to me. I love hearing new deck ideas, and we like just throwing them out there when we get them. So, all right, with that being said, today's Sunday. You know, a little Easter egg. Today's my birthday. So, you know, happy birthday, Matumbo. But it's the end of the video. A lot of you guys probably didn't see this. But if you did see this, leave a comment down below telling me happy birthday, because that would make my day. Lets me know how many people actually stay till the whole end of the video. All right, stay safe, everybody. Enjoy what little left we have of the weekend already. And we'll see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.